Hello everyone, this is the podcast for Algebra A, Section 05, and you guys are going to be multiplying and dividing fractions in this one. So here goes. The basic idea when you multiply fractions is you just go straight across. So it's just straight across. So 1 times 9 is 9, and 2 times 8 is 16, and you're finished. It's not reducible. It can't be reduced. What do I mean by reducible? Say you had 12 sixteenths. A 4 will divide into both of these. 4 divides into 12 3 times. 4 divides into 16 4 times. So this would be reduced. Okay? I'll give you some tips on how to know whether the thing can reduce or not. But this can't be reduced, and I know that from looking at the original problem. And I'll share with you how I know that in just a second. Okay. So this one, it's really no different. That's the wording. Perform the operation and reduce the answer fully. Make sure to express your answer in simplified fraction. Okay. All that means multiply it. All right. Again, you multiply straight across. So 9 times 3 is 27. 8 times 4 is 32. And I know that it can't be reduced by looking at it. And then what do I mean by that? Here. Notice, now I hate showing kids stuff diagonally because then they confuse it on when you're multiplying. But this is how you tell. This direction, 7 will divide into 21. 7 divides into itself 1 time, into 21 3 times. So I'm left with 4 over 1 times 3 over 3. And it turns out 3 over 3 will reduce, so then your answer is just 4. Okay? You can just multiply straight across. So if I erase all this and just multiply straight across, I get 84 over 21. But that's going to reduce. I think 21 is going to divide into all of it. It'll go in 4 times. 21 goes into itself. You could try it on your calculator. 84 being divided by 21. I think it's going to go in 4 times. Okay? So then that's going to reduce to just 4. Let me try another one with you. How about 5 6 times 18 sevenths? 6 will go into 18, or 6 will go into 18 3 times and in itself once. So this would become 5 firsts times 3 sevenths. And then you multiply straight across, 15 sevenths. And that would be your final answer. If you didn't reduce, I think you get 90 over 42, and then you have to reduce it. 5 times 18, I think, is 90. 6 times 7 is 42. And then you have to reduce this fraction. If you don't reduce it, it's not going to be right in delta math. So I think it's easier if you cross cancel first. Okay? All right, dividing. When it was multiplying, you would just multiply straight across. Dividing is the same as multiplying by the reciprocal. Okay, so we got to practice reciprocal. So first off, 5 sevenths. You hold the first one still. It's now going to be multiplication. And whatever the second one is, you flip it over. Right? Now, notice, you guys, these diagonals are the same. That'll reduce. 5 goes into itself once and once. So you're left with 1 seventh is equal to 3, times. This is 1 seventh, the time symbol is there, 3 over 1. And now you just multiply straight across. So you get 3 sevenths, and that's your answer. Okay? So to do the division, you hold the first one still and flip the second. Hold the first one still, flip the second, and do exactly what you've been doing with multiplication. When you have a whole number, put it over 1. It's dividing, so you hold the first one still, times, flip the second one. Nothing's canceling, so you just multiply straight across. 1 times 1 is 1. 4 times 10 is 40. 1/40th. That's your answer. Okay, you cannot cross cancel when it's dividing. You could only cross cancel when it's multiplication. So you're going to turn this into 1/8, hold the first one still, times the reciprocal of the second. Once it's in multiplication form, you can look and see, will anything cancel? Nothing cancels on this one. So you just multiply straight across. 7/32. And you're done. That's your final answer. And remember, to get your fraction bar in Delta Math, you can go 7, and you can use the slash button, which is on your keyboard, 32. Okay? Sometimes they give you a box that's got a fraction in it, and you would type 7, and then you'd arrow and get 32. Sometimes they're doing it that way, or click to get the next box. But if it doesn't, you just use the slash. Okay? I think that's the last screen. Thank you for your time. If you have any questions, I'll see you in the touch points.